work pay off. Oh, perfect precision. This is why he's 10% better than the rest.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the darts.
New year, epic deals, now on at Currys. Get 10% off all Hoover and Candy cooking appliances. This A+ rated electric multifunction oven is now $189 after discount code. Get these Samsung A-rated 9kg washing machines from just $399. Trade up to these extra capacity 11kg for just £100 more. Save up to £300 on Sony OLED TVs. And get £200 off a PlayStation 5 when bought together. And get this HP Envy all-in-one wireless printer with 6 months of HP Instant Ink, print, copy and scan for just £45 at Currys.
For an efficient heating system, take your thermostat X, multiply with your energy use E, then factor in complexity C, and now... or just go with a heating expert. Smart heating is easy with Vaillant. Vaillant, the sign for the right heating decision.
It's your very last chance to win this enchanting house, plus £100,000. But you must enter the Omaze £1 Million House Draw Somerset by Boxing Day at omaze.co.uk.
And the best part? You'll be supporting the RSPCA.
So for your very last chance to win this magical house worth over £3 million and the cash, you must enter by Boxing Day at omaze.co.uk.
With over 100,000 festive experiences on us, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Another ad for Vaillant Smart Heat Pumps and Boilers. Nah, everyone knows they're heating experts. I'll do a carrot ad instead. Eat more carrots. They're delicious. Vaillant, the sign for the right heating decision.
Here's Bruno Fernandes. Nice pass. Oh, yes! Just wonderful.
Sensation at the Alexandra Palace. She's done it again. Sherrick smashes the glass ceiling to write her name into the history books.
Will his hard work pay off? Oh, perfect precision. This is why he's 10% better than the rest.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the darts.
The greatest party on earth, an atmosphere like none other.
And it's a great goal in Gary Anderson. Vanderbilt is the champion of the world. John Paul wants tops to St. Taylor and did it. The greatest ever player in the history of this sport.
Nothing can prepare you for the World Championship.
It's always special.
I felt I was part of something that was going to get bigger and better.
Everybody turns up at the Ali Pally to live a dream.
If you want to be the best in the world, you've got to compete on that stage. You have to peak at all the right times.
It takes nerves of steel, get a lot of bottle.
Every dart player's dream, it changes your life.
Become a world champion is the toughest one of all.
It's the main thing, everyone wants to be remembered as a world champion.
It's quite a unique club, isn't it? There's only 11 members. I mean, wow, how amazing.
And to be here tonight with legends, really, at a game, I'm very honoured.
It's amazing, all the former world champions here. Great for the PDC to get them all together.
I mean, at my age, you forget a few things, you know what I mean? I forgot about what, even though we got down here yesterday, but when I get on stage, everything will come flooding back.
Really, it's a celebration of it is now, this game of darts, and where we're going.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of sharing stages with all these guys, and you kind of realise how good they are, how special they are.
Coming here now and being involved with this, with the 10 other people, with me as long as with me, it's weird. It's like a surreal feeling.
It just goes to show, mate, our darts has got bigger and bigger and better and better.
It's been 30 years of some cracking darts, some legends over the 30 years. So.
The Circus Tavern became synonymous with the sport when it first staged the event after the split. You know, with the low roofs and the smoky atmosphere, it was just unique. It was special.
I can only imagine how difficult it must be for the players because the atmosphere is just incredible.
I went into '94 World Championship not having great expectations, to be quite honest. My form hadn't been all that good all that year of '93, and that's why I went into our first World Championship with no great expectations. I played better as the tournament went on, which is always a good sign, and I ended up, you know, being the champion, beating the great Phil Taylor in the final.
When we got his first World Championship, it was like a breath of fresh air. Even though the prize money was 15,000 for the winner, that prize money didn't half come in handy, trust me.
Surely no way out now. Priestley is not the kind of guy to wilt at this stage with the world almost in his hands.
99. Dennis, he requires 16.
So double 8. It's proved so fruitful so many times, but this the most if he gets it. Priestley, double 8.
Game
to become the first ever Skull World Champion.
And there's absolute jubilation with his family. Phil Taylor, to his credit, rallied significantly after the break, but these are going to be the happiest pictures in the wide world of sport.
Dennis Priestley is a great example. Yes, he won 2 world titles, but he could have been a 5-time, 6-time world champion himself if it wasn't for Phil Taylor.
Outer ring, double 7.
And
he got the shock of his life!
Darts champion, Phil Taylor!
I was the victor in the early '90s, and then Phil took over.
For the 6th time champion of the world!
World Darts champion, Phil Taylor!
Topsy ones for his 8th World Championship.
Phil Taylor!
Showed emotion!
Dennis showed fantastic character! Phil Taylor, first world champion of the new millennium!
I love that one because that was a Millennium Champion. No, that can't be repeated until the year 3000. So I've got a little record there that nobody can catch.
Dave Lanning, 2000 champion again.
Just getting to a final is a lot of work. I was ready to play Phil again because he had just pipped the match play final against me. I'd actually been up in the world match play and lost the last 3 legs.
85!
Oh dear, dear, dear. Part throwing for the match, the most important leg for the match.
Got you. Got you now. Yeah. There's no way back for you now, Party. I've got you. But he did. He finished well. His finishing was superb.
To take the world title. 18 and tops. Greatest player ever. John Pod wants tops to sink Taylor and does it! John Pod of Canada, in the greatest game ever seen by Sky, beats the 10 times world champion!
I don't think I should have lost that final. Looking back now, that's one of my biggest regrets of my career, that was, losing that final. But at the same breath, it gave me a break from the pressure. You know, winning it 8 years on the trot, I was getting a lot of stick, a lot of jealousy. You know, players hated you for it. So it was like a relief that somebody else took the crown off me, and it couldn't have gone to the nicer fella, to be honest with you. It was a massive final to get me world title back. It was a good final, that one. But difficult to play in. Because Kevin's quite a steady thrower. He's quite a slow player, Kevin is.
No chance, no price to the man in blue.
94.
Philip Taylor then looking at double top for his 11th world title after an epic struggle.
Epic it's been. Now can be sorted out by this. 2 10s. 2 5s to become world champ again.
Very lucky. Very lucky. I did some good finishing there. I remember Kevin saying, nobody had done that shot, only you know. But it was a brilliant final, that was. In fact, I think that one was probably one of the best ones of all of them for me.
The final between Taylor and Van Barneveld, which anyone in the Circus Tavern that night will never forget.
Raymond Van Barneveld, of course, had just come over from the BDO. There was so much intrigue in what he was going to achieve at the time. Phil Taylor, 13-time world champion. We all knew what he could do up on that stage.
But it really was the battle of the titans, and the question mark that the whole darting world had of who was the greatest player at that point in time.
It was a good rival when he came up from the BDO, because we did that little head-to-head at Wembley. That was a good one, where we played for 1 hour. That was a good little rivalry, a big build-up, pay-per-view as well.
I couldn't live with the situation, who was better, you know. There was one game, and then we play an hour game, you know, like the match of the century or something. Phil beat me 21-10. But I wanted revenge of that. I remember I was pretty nervous in the beginning. He came up with an orange shirt to put me off, right? But that didn't have really much effect. I don't think the crowd really liked it as well. But well, in the first 3 sets, 9-1 for him, you know. I only won 1 leg.
I was dominating him, and I wanted to do. I go out and change my shirt. And for some reason or other, I didn't play as well then. I remember the last leg when we bowled up, because I went for the ball first, and it just clipped the wire of the ball. And them days you could leave it in. It was an unfair advantage, and I thought he went, leave it in. I went, forget it out quick. He went, leave it in. I thought, oh no, I know what he's going to do. He just hit me flight, go straight in, which he did. It was nip and tuck all the way. It was a good final, that was.
Tops he wants. And he gets it! Barneveld is the champion of the world!
If you would have told me after that match, after 21 180s, if you would have told me, or anyone, Ray, this is your last World Championship title, I would have laughed. I would have said, no, I'm going to win 3 more.
Double 12 to break the record. He does! 109.75! He's broke the world record!
Phil Taylor is champion of the world for a 14th time!
Times has changed. Phil was so dominant. He had every dart player in the pocket at that time.
I think we're about to see something magnificent. Oh, Bullseye!
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the darts.
What do you trust? Trust routine? Trust money? Trust promises? Trust fairy tales? Or trust your own way? Allure is confidence. The new all-electric Peugeot E2008.
Dan's Christmas Day will be spent huddled on a pavement. John can't remember a Christmas he wasn't on the streets. Lauren would rather face Christmas alone than face the abuse at home. Living on the streets is tough at any time of year, but imagine how it feels.
You'll find everything you could dream of in Doha. Matt, this city is so diverse and unique.
I think we need to come back.
Boys, don't be scared.
Bad one, brothers. it!
Be kind to the reindeer, they are your friends!
There is an elite group that could win a world championship, and that gets narrowed down, doesn't it, to a handful of players that have actually done it.
I think it takes nerves of steel, nerves of tungsten steel, if you like, and a lot of bottle.
It's quite a scary place to be, the World Championship. The very title itself can send a shiver down your spine, the World Championship. Irrelevant of anything you ever win in your life, the World Championship has got to be the best. And I think because of that, a lot of people scare themselves.
I had flu, I was poorly, and I just didn't want to be there. But I put in that much work, I mean, building up to that World Championships. It all goes so fast. So, you know, like you say, your courses and then you're focusing on to that. You don't really realise until you actually make the final, you know, where you're at in the tournament, because you're just focusing on each game as its time, really. I can remember looking at the hotel window and thinking, I could be world champion tomorrow, you know, or tonight, or early hours or whatever. And I can remember thinking that, and, which obviously adds a bit more pressure. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, yeah. The whole atmosphere of being in a big final like that, you can't, well, it's just, it's hard to explain, it's just an amazing feeling. It was one of the early rounds and I said, I'm going into 9 darts in this tournament this year. It was like, hold on a minute, and you know, luckily enough for me, it was in the final, yeah.
One Allen Stoke. Job out is smacked. John Lining. Job out 12. 80, it's a 9-darter.
I was talking to Gary, obviously after the World Championship final, and he said to me, he said, you know what, he said, I was happy that you had that 9-darter, because I thought, you know, your concentration would go, and, you know, but luckily enough for me, I was just thought, right, that's another leg, you know, get Gary out the way and concentrate on winning the next set or whatever it was.
The 25-year-old Stokey, half an inch right. Half an inch right, and Adrian Lewis's dream has come true.
It's just a relief. I think it's, like I say, all the hard work you put in. It's just basically just all coming down in one moment, and it's just like the weight's been lifted off your shoulders. Because any dart player who takes up the sport obviously wants to become world champion, and that's the ultimate thing. I don't think I had the best years. I made a few semis on TV, but nothing major. And my form wasn't actually that great going into the Worlds, and I was thinking, oh no. And then after I scraped through the first round, I seemed to start motoring a bit then. Started performing some good stuff at the right times. Not as consistent, I don't think, as what was the year before, but all in all, I think my timing was a lot better. As soon as I started, like I said, I can remember just keep set by set, so that's what I was playing it, just set by set, and I kept sneaking the sets, and I thought, right, now I've got a lead, and I just keep the pressure on it now.
Double top for his second World Championship, and Adrian Lewis has retained his world title.
If you make mistakes against Phil Taylor, he's there to grab it. Do you know what I mean? And he didn't make a lot of mistakes over the years, but because when you play a great player, like players of his caliber, there was none, because there was only Phil Taylor.
Is this the coronation? Double 16 for the match, and it is world title number 16 for Phil Taylor, and it may well be the sweetest of the lot.
I was playing really good darts. I think in that year I had a run against James Wade, Gary Anderson, a couple of tough games. And then when you do it, when it's the time's literally there, I did everything on the right moment. Then that's something that gives you confidence. And was nice. It was a lovely moment.
And Michael van Gerwen, so he threw the last at the board in, I don't know.
And has his day of destiny arrived? Michael van Gerwen stands on top of the world of darts.
Champion, mighty Michael van Gerwen.
Second time final of the World Championships, Phil Taylor. If you're ever going to play somebody in a final at the Alexander, it had to be Phil Taylor, because he's ruled the World Championships for 14, 15, 16 times, you know, so that is a man that you want to play on that stage. Even if you get hammered, doesn't matter, you're playing Phil Taylor in the final of the World Championships.
Area required 25.
Double 12. And it's gory Gary Anderson at the Alexandra Palace. He follows in the darting footsteps of the legendary Jockey Wilson and wins the World Championship for Scotland.
Don't think it was the greatest final. You know, I felt like after it, didn't feel like a good game. But a lot of folks says no, it was a cracking game. But just to play Eddie, I was 0-1, you know, because he done me back in 2011. Gave me grief about beating me.
Gary required 24. And Gary Anderson is still the king at the Palace. The Flying Scotsman goes back to back and retains his world title in the most dramatic fashion.
It was a record in the 180s. I knew that it was a lot of 180s, but the game didn't feel, it felt like it was a 180 once every so often. It didn't feel like it was a banging, hard scoring game, you know, heavy scoring, big finishes. It just didn't seem that, you know, it felt like it was like a slugfest, you know, it wasn't bang is what we expected, big scoring, big checkouts, rapid, you know, so it just didn't feel like that.
Rob Cross was playing, dare I say, in his pub team, his club team, Super League, qualifies for the UK Open, starts to do well on the floor, gets that bit of belief, qualifies for the World Championship.
He played Michael van Gerwen in the semi-final, the reigning champion, and then Phil Taylor in his last ever World Championship match in the final. If you could win a World Championship on debut and pick the way you'd want to win it, I'm sure that is written in the stars, isn't it? That is absolutely phenomenal.
I see the trophy on the stage as I walked up and I shook hands. And I looked at it and I thought to myself, I'm going home with this tonight. Fantastic, you know. I never took it home with me, but I still won it.
Double 16 for the World Championship, the moment he's dreamt of. And Rob Cross, an unknown amateur, little more than a year ago, has beaten the legendary Phil Taylor to win the World Championship at his first attempt.
Yeah, me and Michael, I had a phenomenal final against him. I think I played well the whole tournament, and I was sharp. I had all the belief I was going to win that year.
3 in hand at his favourite double. And for the third time, Michael van Gerwen is crowned King of Darts.
That was a weird one, because I know, like, even though I'd lost, it was like I've finally been in the world final. I've had a shot to live my dream, even though I didn't get it. It just wasn't meant to be, and I think you see my reaction after that. I just broke down, and that was the turning point.
There's just always been players of an elite ability who the public have been able to cotton onto and follow in a way that really helps them tell the story of the World Championship, because these players are such great characters that people can, even if they don't follow darts throughout the year, people can develop an affinity with them whilst they're watching that one event. And they're the players who help us transcend the sport.
And this time, Peter gets it right.
if he hits double five, he can actually touch it. Gary Price is the champion of the world! Peter Wright is the champion of the world for the second time.
Michael Smith come of age. You know, I know he'd won a Grand Slam and whatever, but he was someone that they said would be world champion. But that performance in that final was just absolutely breathtaking.
So much was at stake. It was the coming of age of Michael Smith that day.
I wanted revenge from 2019 and I wanted to show him that I wasn't a pushover.
One man misses, does the other man get? I have never seen the like. Come on, Bully Boy! Yes, double 12! That is the most amazing leg of darts you will ever see in your life! I can't speak! I can't speak!
Absolutely unbelievable! The crowd are going berserk! Michael Smith makes more history in the world final!
Yeah, I knew it was on his second set, but I knew I could actually win it, and every time he missed, I was there just to take everything off him.
I think I was a little bit unlucky in the set I lost with the 9-dart, because he threw the 9-dart when I missed.
We are witnessing one of the great performances on the Ali Pali stage. Is this it? He was born to be a world champion, and he has filled his darting destiny.
You know, no feeling could ever be topped over that.
After so many finals for him, I think he also deserved the title.
I think Michael Smith finally winning the World Championship epitomises what it takes to win. You know, that never say die spirit, never give up.
It's been a remarkable story of a tournament that has captured the imagination not just of the public in the UK, but now around the world.
That's what the Worlds is all about. Two titans of the game.
It is now one of the biggest global sporting events every year in the entire world in any sport.
The pinnacle for each and every one of a competing player anywhere in the world is to become the world darts champion.
Will his hard work pay off? Oh, perfect precision. This is why he's 10% better than the rest.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the darts.
It all started with an idea. An idea of the future. And with that idea, it continues.
Hey, Doc, what can a Newman Fear Nothing blood test really test?
Kidney, liver, thyroid, heart, and more.
So it can know a man's body, but can it know his mind? No. Interesting, interesting. Order your Fear Nothing blood test at Newman.com.
Jim has no home this Christmas. Sam's Christmas will bring no comfort and joy. Jake will spend Christmas unwanted and forgotten. This Christmas, please help the Salvation Army reach out to people without a home by calling 0800 655 6180. Your £19 could bring cheer to a homeless person, practical support to families, and a fresh start for a young person. Please help now. Thank you.
You know, Doug, ever since switching to Workday, you've been a real rock star.
Rock star? What do you know about rock stars?
Billy Idol?
I mean, where's the skin-tight leather?
The shoes are leather,
Where's the unnecessary zippers? That thing!
Billy, rock star is just how Doug feels when he uses Workday. Thanks, Rory.
I'll show you rock star.
Be a finance and HR rockstar. Workday for a changing world.
Billy Idol just stole your golf cart.
It's the winter sale at SCS, with triple discounts online now and in-store 10 a.m. Boxing Day. SCS, helping create the home you love.
A serial killer has fallen into our laps? She is the victim of the West Side Ripper.
What if we make a podcast about this?
It's gonna change our lives.
They're both on a knife! This is insane! Yes! Double 12!
That is simply the best leg of darts ever!
Will his hard work pay off? Oh, perfect precision. This is why he's 10% better than the rest.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
From the Welsh Wizard.
Staggering stuff!
Sensational darts.
What about that? That was a brilliant performance from the Welshman.
Another double dose of darting action headlined by that man, Johnny Clayton. The Ferret gets his campaign underway this afternoon. Hello and welcome to Alexandra Palace. It's day 9 of the World Darts Championship. Here's what's coming up. Callum Ridds once had a classic with Peter Wright on the Ali Pali stage. He faces Ricardo Pietreczko, who beat Mikuru Suzuki in round 1. Johnny Clayton is looking for a big win after a tough 2023. He's up against Steve Lennon, who beat Owen Bates in round 1. Daryl Gurney, a former World Grand Prix winner who could really do with a strong run in this tournament. And he faces one of the most popular men and the bronzed Adonis, Steve Beaton. But up first, Kim Huybrechts, who's a regular here at the Palace, faces a tough second round tie against Richard Vinstra. A very good afternoon. It's a super Saturday of darting action. 8 fantastic games. We cannot wait. Before the Christmas break, we've had to dress appropriately. We've had to do it. Christmas jumper Saturday. But delighted to welcome Mark Webster and Laura Turner. Look, it's been a brilliant tournament so far, so it's only right to get your highlights of the tournament so far. Just pick one for me.
I was going to say there's a lot, isn't there? But yeah, for me, I think, you know, Luke Littler living up to that kind of weight of expectation, came here 106 average, absolutely smashed it out of the park and backed it up by beating Andrew Gilding as well. Yeah, I think he's been my top highlight.
Yeah, he's been incredible, and he's been speaking so well to all media platforms. Webby, I know you actually fancy him potentially to go all the way, but there's been so many other talking points as well.
Yeah, big talking points. Obviously, Peter Wright exiting, the shocks have continued. Peter Wright's got a lot to think about in the new year, but I was impressed with Michael Smith on night 1. You're the defending champion, and it's a pressure night anyway, and he was pushed in that game. He had the answers, but it's been packed of action, hasn't it? And we're still going to get some more today, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll focus on this afternoon shortly, but last night was really, really exciting, and here are the best bits.
Fantastic shirt as always at this time of year from Brendan Dolan. That's good. That's even better. That is sensational, Mickey Mansell.
Brendan Dolan wins an all-Irish Ali Pally Classic. A last-leg shootout. It went all the way.
I think Jeffrey de Graaf fancies his chances in this match. Although we've seen a lot of the special ones, special talents, it's de Graaf making a stand.
And Jeffrey de Graaf ends Jose de Souza's dreams of a world title this year.
Dimitri Vandenberg is 2 sets up and needs 1 more.
Tops for Florian Hempel, and he's still in the World Championship.
10-darter Florian Hempel, we are going to a deciding set.
What a turnaround this would be.
Astonishing! Dimitri is beaten by Hempel for the 2nd time at Ali Pally.
You know you're good when the lights get dimmed at Ali Pally for your walk-on. Double 12. Big moments here. He was literally playing to this standard in the early 90s. Honestly, what on earth? 13 for tops. I thought he might have gone for a 17 there, but it doesn't matter. He gets it. All he wants is a single or a treble. Double 10. That is the match. Raymond van Barneveld, he's rolled back the years. The 56-year-old 5-time world champ beats Radek Sagansky.
It takes a list of the great and the good to beat this man. These two are knocking lumps out of each other in this set. Chris Dobie has been brilliant. He has been tested. But he comes through the test. The Magpie kept on coming until Dobie finally put him away. Yeah, that was a real battling performance there from Chris Dobie. Willie O'Connor, probably one of the hardest players you can face in the 2nd round tie, but that'll give Dobie a lot of confidence, won't it, Webby?
It was a brilliant game and a brilliant performance, and it just shows how far Chris Dobie's come in just over 12 months. He was a quarter-finalist here last year, but these averages we see quite often from Chris now. We saw him in the Premier League over and over, and he was unlucky to finish 7th, and it's a real test of a player when you're pushed in your opening match and you've got the answers. For William O'Connor, he can hold his head high. He's had a good tournament in terms of the way he's played. A bit unlucky last night, but it was a real statement performance from Chris Dobie. They're the levels he can play at.
Is this where a season in the Premier League can do you the world of good? You might not win it, you might not get to a semi-final, but you had that kind of extra experience there to beat a really tough opponent.
Yeah, I just think it's just been a fabulous year for him. It kind of kick-started by winning the Masters, then he's just, like you say, found his feet in the Premier League, and as Mark just said, had some monster averages, some of the highest that we've ever seen from him, but just unfortunately didn't get those wins. But now he's doing those, getting those averages, and he's finding a way to win. And I think, last night was exceptional. Really had to dig deep, and pleased with Chris Dobie.
Now, Wayne mentions it in commentary about the lights going down. If you have a ticket with Raymond van Barneveld, no one's interested where he is in the order of merit. You're going to see Barney, and it was good to see him play like that last night.
He got a great reception, didn't he? And he put...
It's just so heavily weighted, and it's disappointing for him, but it's just the way it goes.
When we see matches, we go, oh. That's what we do with this section of the draw now, don't we? Because it's looking really open.
Well, there's a huge opportunity there, isn't there? Raymond van Barneveld will be looking at the clash with Jim Williams, but then there's Campbell and Littler. We're expecting Gary Anderson to face Gerwyn Price, but for Raymond van Barneveld now, there's the expectancy of a quarter-final. He'll think he can get there. Yes, there's challenges that lie in weight, but the way he played last night, if he can start like that, I think starting well is important for Raymond. When he starts chasing, he can shake his head. He admits that. But he was confident throughout last night. It was a brilliant display.
Well, let's have a reminder of what's coming up across both sections, because I did say a Super Saturday, and I meant it. There's some real exciting matches on show today. We've got Callum Ridd's massive game for him. Johnny Clayton, Daryl Gurney against Steve Beaton finishes the afternoon. But both of you, I really like the look of the evening session as well. And it's a big night for the likes of Josh Rock, Stephen Bunting, Nathan Aspin.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's kind of one of those blockbuster days, isn't it? There's so much talent there, and as you say, it's important for quite a few of these players if they want to remain in the top 32. Callum Ridd's is placed in the 32 is kind of in a bit of jeopardy, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on this afternoon against Petretsko. But yeah, I don't know. I think we're going to see some more ton toppers this afternoon.
Yeah, maybe let's focus on Johnny Clayton. Maybe 2020-21, one of, if not the best player in the world. I know he reached the match play final this year. but it just hasn't really happened. What has happened with Johnny this year?
Yeah, he's struggled since obviously there's been some personal issues which he's taken hard. He was brilliant at the match play, getting to that final, and then from there it just hasn't happened. Obviously, and when you're not performing, the confidence can be low. But he's had time to wait to get to this stage. I think it's a good time for him to play because he's not a big practice substance. Give him time to sort of watch the action, get practicing. But he'll be confident of winning that match today. Steve Lennon is more than capable. For Johnny, he needs a big run here because he wants to be back in the Premier League. He wants to be back at the business end of a major again, and what better majors do it than the World Championship?
He'll look at Steve Lennon as well and know he had quite a comeback in that first round tie as well. He will be a danger as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, all these matches, this is what everyone plays for. This is the World Championships. This is where everybody wants to be. So yeah, you can't give anyone an inch. You've just got to go out there, attack, and, you know, just kind of end their chances quicker. Owen Bates, you know, he was unlucky, he missed a few opportunities, but Steve Lennon, he dug in deep, and I think you're going to expect a bit of the same tonight, this afternoon.
Absolutely. Well, the first match of this afternoon is Kim Huybrechts in action. Now, Kim always reminds us in interviews, you're not talking about me, but he does some great stuff on that stage, but maybe in the course of a year, just not enough.
He does just about enough in terms of his ranking here. He's always ranked around about 30, 31, 32 when he comes here, but he'll want more, Kim Huybrechts. He got to the last 16 last year, so that was a good step. He's been a quarter-finalist here before, but I think he's really got to up his game if he wants to have a decent run here. I expect him to win this afternoon. Kim rarely gets it wrong in this round. He's a good front-runner, a good favourite. It's when the challengers away in the next round, but for me, I think Kim will deal with a threat, but he needs to take that next step. He won a ranking title this year, but then got the match, but didn't even qualify for the Grand Prix. He needs to be a bit more consistent through the year. He'd admit to that.
Richard Veenstra, though, you saw how much he loved being here. He's kind of used to it now, so it makes it all the more intriguing, doesn't it?
Yeah, he really did grow into the game against Ben Robb as well. It was a really shaky opening set, but did manage to find a way of winning, and kind of then just got better and better as the match went on. So if he can kick off kind of averaging around the 90 mark, he's going to cause some challenges for Kim.
And we see Steve Beaton. I mean, it might not be the final time we see him, but I think it's still quite open about maybe his final year on the tour. But again, what a treat everyone's got today to see Steve Beaton. And his longevity is just so impressive.
Yeah, and he doesn't perform like he can here, generally, but he was good against Wessel Nijman in the first round, and plays with a smile on his face like always. I bumped into him in the back room. He seems relaxed, as he always is. I'm not convinced we've seen the end of Steve Beaton. Even if he loses this afternoon, he'll carry on chipping. His appetite for the sport is fantastic, and I'm really looking forward to that tie with Daryl Gurney.
And that is a really intriguing one, because a bit like Kim Huybrechts, we talk about Daryl Gurney and someone, we've seen him win a Grand Prix, but again, he's not massively kicked on like some would expect.
No, I think you'd say pretty much since coming back from kind of COVID and lockdown, he's just really struggled to kind of find his feet and, you know, make deep runs in tournaments. But, you know, he's a former major winner, so, you know, you can't ever really write off Daryl Gurney, and perhaps maybe just a bit strong for Steve Beaton. But if he can, you know, if Steve Beaton can come back, he can keep rolling back those years, you know, it could be again another tight tussle.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Right, Christmas jumpers are ready, the players are ready. Let's get match one underway.
The red warning has been issued by the Meteorological Office. Now, this extreme weather, it's feared, could cause widespread damage.
Dramatic scenes there overnight. Motorists today being advised not to travel.
Kim Huybrechts has come out all guns a-blazing. Well, he's wound up for this, all right, Kim Huybrechts. Oh, immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. What a start for the Hurricane. Huybrechts doesn't want to hang around. Perfect again from Huybrechts. The reaction says it all. Boom! Well, there's the confidence, there's the belief, there's the swagger.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome. You've joined us live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. And this is the Paddypower World Darts Championship. It's all brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the thousands joining us live and the millions joining us around the world, it's time to meet the players from the Netherlands. Taking part in his World Championship debut, it's Flyer Richard Veenstra! from Belgium, a World Cup finalist, a World Championship quarter-finalist, the Hurricane Kim Hybrid!
Yeah, looking forward to this one. What is it with the Dutch players and that genre of music? Kim Huybrechts there, a regular here, of course, at Ali Pali, isn't he? It's not been the best year for him. However, he will have a bit of confidence going into this, beating Gerwin Price 6-1 in Minehead last month. As Webby mentioned in the studio, he did win a Players' Championship at the start of the year, semi-finalist in the World Cup of Darts, but an early exit at the World Match Play, no appearance at the World Grand Prix. This is a big game for him, but he's up against a tough opponent in Richard Vinstra, who had a comfortable 3-0 win, didn't he, over Ben Robb to reach the second round of this World Darts Championship. First year as a tour card holder, says he's not completely settled down yet, so maybe we've not seen the best of him on the tour just yet, but no better place than the greatest tournament in the sport to show people what you can do. Well, we saw what he can do as an underdog when he beat Michael Smith in the Players' Championship last month. Looking forward to this one. Commentary team, Laura Turner and Rod Studd.
Afternoon, Michael. Afternoon, everyone. So this darting duel of the Low Countries expected to be high in quality as Kim Huybrechts returns to the Palace for a 13th appearance at this PDC World Championship against the flying Richard Vinstra. It's the Hurricane against Flyers. Now, you might be intrigued by the nickname of Richard Vinstra, and I was bemused by it, but Laura Turner knows all. Explain, Laura.
Yeah, basically, it just comes down to a local hockey team called the Vinstra Flyers, and I think it was a name that some of his friends attributed to tournaments and teams that they entered, and it just ended up sticking. And yeah, hence Vinstra Flyers.
Kim Huybrechts says 13th appearance is best quarter-final appearance with way back in 2012.
85.
Lost to Andrew Hamilton in that, and his best performance in a PDC event to reach the finals of the Players' Championship finals, also in 2012, he lost to Taylor. With darts like that, he opens up the maximum count on this Saturday afternoon.
And Kim Huybrechts, one of those players I always find seems to come alive at the World Championships. Involved in some real battles over the years, and one that springs to mind most recently against Gerwin Price went right the way down to a decider.
100. Richard, you acquire 136.
Yeah, that was testosterone-fueled tungsten between those two Aerosmiths that night. That was an epic. And that is an epic finish from Richard Vinstra. All the flashy stuff came from Huybrechts until the flashy finish from Flyers.
100.
We were kind of mentioning upstairs that in the studio that Vinstra did make that slow start against Ben Robb, won the opening set, but just averaged around the 75 mark, but just got better and better as he kind of settled into the occasion.
And in that contest, he had three-figure outshots, and he's now had 4 for the tournament as he adds the 136 to his CV. And Huybrechts adds a second maximum to his. But Vinstra would point out, like in many things in life, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Huybrechts has started the legs well, but the first leg was finished expertly by Vinstra.
$137. Kim, you've a 556. 100.
Vinstra hunting out his first max.
135. Kim, you require 56.
Tops.
16.
Well, given what we've seen from Vinstra in the finishing phase of legs, Huybrechts won't be able to afford to do too many of those. And there we go again.
Richard Vinstra. Third leg, Richard Vinstra. Game on.
And this is the polar opposite of what we saw from Vinstra in his opening set against Ben Robb. This is good stuff, and just giving Kim Huybrechts a couple of things to think about.
He's banged in a 12 dart with a 136 out, followed by a 14 dart with an 85 out. Richard Vinstra.
95.
Yeah, good stuff from the Dutchman.
137.
The Dutchman very much in control of this third leg.
60.
Well, Huybrechts started with some fireworks with a 180 right at the opening stage of the opening leg, but the finishing has all come from Vinstra.
Yeah, adjusts well.
Richard, you require 68.
In fact, 2 of Huybrechts' first 5 visits to the board were a maximum. But it's not going to count for very much here if Vinstra takes out tops, and he does with the most exquisite display of finishing in that opening set. He did not miss a dart and a double as he banged in a 136, an 85 and a 68 to wrap up the first set in style. Flyers off to a flyer. He's taken the opening set against the Hurricane Huybrechts.
You've got to have the perfect balance in this game. Oh, 10 out of 10.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
What do you think they want?
Everything. We're searching for soldiers for a fight against the Mother World.
I could help you.
I'm here to give you a chance at redemption.
We all want redemption.
What about revenge?
Whatever you need to ask about cancer, Macmillan's free support line is just a call away.
Hello, Macmillan.
Whether it's money or work worries.
Am I going to lose my job?
Getting on with life.
Can I still go abroad? Get insurance?
or just need someone to listen.
How do I tell them?
Our specialist advisors are here to help as often as you need them. Whatever you need to ask, cancer, work, money, life, call us now on 0808 134 3000.
New Year epic deals now on at Currys. Save £160 on the Lenovo Chromebook Plus IdeaPad Slim 3 with Intel Core i3 processor and AI-powered Google and Adobe features. Save up to £150 across Shark Floor Care with Stratos cordless
Field, live on Sky Sports.
The unofficial science of is back as Maisie Adam and Greg James dodge danger like Indiana Jones.
Then let's do this.
Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. I'm gonna do my own thing.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, available now on Sky Cinema.
It really is a super Saturday of sport. A double session here, and look at that this evening. Liverpool against Arsenal from 5 p.m. Sky Sports Premier League. Then tomorrow, a Christmas treat. Wolves against Chelsea from 12:30, again on Sky Sports Premier League. But here, it's some start for Richard Veenstra. 1-up against Kim Huybrechts. A really impressive start for him. Plenty to do for Kim Huybrechts in this intriguing second round tie. Back to the commentary team, Laura Turner and Rod Studd.
Thank you, Michael. And what a superb start it's been. Laura, just cast your eye over those stats for us.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding, isn't it? You know, we questioned whether Veenstra could make that strong start, and he really has. Average of 102. It's the doubling opportunity there for Veenstra. So lots and lots for Kim Huybrechts to think about.
Indeed. And Richard Veenstra is in his first PDC World Championship. Last year he played in the just one set match. And there goes Veenstra with his first maximum of the match. The first set for him was all about finishing, not scoring, but he's added that phase to his game now in this second set at the start of it.
134.
Great response from Kim Huybrechts.
140.
Well, Huybrechts hasn't won a leg yet. Never mind that, he hasn't even had a real good opportunity. He did miss those 2 darts, didn't he, at tops? He's missed another 2 now.
Richard, you require 61.
Well, Huybrechts has missed, and Veenstra just hasn't missed at all.
Second leg, Richard the third first. Game on.
Yeah, this really is exemplary at the business end, and the second leg where Kim Huybrechts has had a 2-dart checkout, missed 2 at a double.
140.
So it's another nice little combination finish. The flashy 136 outshot in the first leg of the match, followed by combination pop-pop finishes, as Wayne would say, 85, 68, and what was that? 61. Yeah, thanks, Laura. Good job, one of us is awake. 61 and 2 darts on double 18, yes.
83.
So 4 straight legs for Veenstra at the start of the match.
60.
Yeah, for Kim Huybrechts, since it changed and the field grew to 96, never ever
60.
failed to get past this round, but run into a very informed Richard Veenstra.
Going back a few years, just shy of a decade, Huybrechts was on the fringe of the world's top 10, twice played in the Premier League. He's now down at world rank number 31.
58.
He's kind of lingered around that position for the last kind of 4 or 5 years, really, hasn't he? Always just floating in and out of that top 32.
Well, Veenstra has left another 2-dot combination finish here, and surely can't keep popping these, can he? Can he? Tops? No, he couldn't. No human being is capable of winning a 3-set darts match with 9 consecutive hits of a double, are they? Double 16, this is big, even at this stage. Crucial, you might say. Well, that is 3 times he's missed a brace of darts at a double. The previous 2 cost him the leg. And that one has 2. Richard Veenstra has now won 5 consecutive legs, although there was the shock of a missed dart at double to deal with in that particular leg.
Yeah, it comes to something when you're talking about 1 missed dart in a match.
Shameful. Pathetic. What a performance on the outer ring this has been so far from Richard Veenstra. And the treble 20 hitting's not bad either, is it?
He really picked up that element of the game.
Chance to win cash prizes from free games every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, suitor number 38.
I'm not whack material, mate.
Number 3.
Ugh, catfishing again, I see.
Number 66.
The only way is exit.
Miss Bingoton may be unavailable, but Paddypower Bingo is free every day.
Aw, one for my mum.
At Tesco Mobile, we're going to help you knock their stockings off this Christmas. Give someone special a Google Pixel 7a with a Fitbit Versa 4 for just $25.99 a month with club card prices, saving you a whopping £252. And better still, those prices are frozen throughout your contract, so everyone's a winner-winner Christmas dinner. This is Supermarket Mobile. Pop in store or search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps. Whatever you need to ask about cancer, Macmillan's free support line is just a call away.
Hello, Macmillan.
Whether it's money or work worries.
Am I going to lose my job?
Getting on with life.
Can I still go abroad? Get insurance?
Or just need someone to listen.
How do I tell them?
Our specialist advisors are here to help as often as you need them. Whatever you need to ask, cancer, work, money, life, call us now on 0808 134 3000.
Meet Febrez's Miracle Spray, new Febreze fabric refresher. I literally use this every day to enjoy its freshness for hours. After I make the bed, after I catch my dog on the couch, so I can wear my jacket one more time. It even makes shoes smell fresh. Its water-based formula actually fights odors and doesn't just cover them up with scent. Over 1,000 uses. Febreze fabric refresher, safe to use around cats and dogs.
What is that? Whiskey. You discovered the elixir of youth? You're never too old to become young. What are we gonna do?
Cheers. Oh.
Good morning.
Are you his mom?
We are going to Las Vegas.
No holds barred.
Party! Never stop living.
Welcome back to the Alexandra Palace, where we've witnessed a blistering start to this tie by Richard Veenstra. He's won the first 2 sets in no time at all, winning 6 straight legs against the Hurricane Kim Huybrechts. Later on this afternoon, Daryl Gurney plays the Adonis, Steve Beaton. Johnny Clayton's in town to face Steve Lennon, but coming up next, it's Ricardo Pietreczko against Callan Rydz. And the Riot is backstage and he's talking to Abigail Davies.
Callan, a bit of a mixed bag in terms of performance levels over recent weeks and months. What do you put that down to?
I don't know. I've been practicing a lot recently, so hopefully today and this tournament is where it all clicks together.
Yeah, and you've won 3 of your 4 meetings with Pikachu. Does that give you confidence coming into this one?
Yeah, of course. I mean, but, you know, every game's different, and obviously on that big stage, anything can happen. So, but hopefully I can get out the blocks quick and get into them straight away.
Very best of luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
Callan Rydz, who's on stage next. He had a blistering run, didn't he, in the championship a couple of years back. Absolutely sensational, and he really put it up to Peter Wright in that tournament, I remember, and had Peter Wright on toast at one point until Snakebite escaped to go through. Go on to win the title for a second time. Right, now here, Veenstra has really got this game by the throat. He's got the darts in this set as well, Laura, so if he can just hold on to his throw 3 times here, it's good night Vienna.
Yeah, he's kind of living up to his namesake in terms of flyers, because he has made a flying start. I don't know about you, might have a plane to catch, because those combination of those two sets, 12 minutes, just over 5 minutes for the first, but yeah, 12 minutes for 2 sets. And
well, keep the stopwatch running, Laura, because it might be 3 sets in about 15 at this rate.
yeah, backs up that 180 with a 140. 56 after just 9 darts. Really is all pressure on Kim Huybrechts. What can he find? What can he respond? He couldn't respond in the last set. Averaged around the 75 mark.
Well, the set format does offer him some hope. If this was a first to 10 first round of the match play in Blackpool in July, not best of 5 sets London in December, as John Gwynn would say, he'd be, well, virtually out, because trying to chase down a 6-0 lead in a race to 10 legs is, well, an almost impossible task. But the set play, he's only got to keep winning 3 legs out of 5, so he can cling on to that hope.
57.
But the hope getting fainter and fainter and fainter and fainter. Richard Veenstra is putting on a performance here nigh on of perfection. Incredible display from the 42-year-old Dutchman.
93.
He opens up this third set with a 13 dart leg.
125. 46.
Really isn't going well for Kim Huybrechts.
125.
Well, the prospect now of a post-Christmas Dutch darting derby against the Green Machine, Michael van Gerwen.
134.
Look at this.
139.
And his average tiptoes past the ton at 101.5. Some defiance from Huybrechts, his 3rd maximum. No finish. What sort of thing is happening here, Richard? Cannot afford to miss. He has missed horribly in the end. And I make it the 4th time now he's missed a brace of darts and a double in a leg. The previous 3 all cost him a leg, and so will this if this double 12 goes. And the same pattern continues. It's the same old song, Kim, isn't it? But it's not the tune you want to be humming up there, pal.
No, a bit of a darting disaster for Kim Huybrechts. 8 attempts at the outer ring and not able to convert any.
I don't think that even Richard Veenstra in his wildest darting dreams considered the possibility of beating Kim Huybrechts in 9 consecutive legs. But that now is more than a possibility, it's a probability, because Veenstra started this leg and he can apply the coup de grace here. He has reduced Kim Huybrechts to a gentle breeze on this stage.
140.
Huybrechts still fighting to stay in the match, but the scoring power from Richard Veenstra has just been too much to keep up with. Veenstra opening up this 3rd set, back-to-back 13 darters.
Well, Huybrechts has had to downscale his target from winning the match to winning a set to now just winning a leg.
95.
He has a chance in this leg. Another treble here would leave a double. Well, that leaves a 2-dart combo. So unless Veenstra's got a second three-figure outshot of the match. Huybrechts will get a poke, but will he? This is for the match.
93. Kim, you require 76.
This 76 is for a leg. This is the big number. And it all goes wrong for Kim Huybrechts.
Richard, you require 20.
To bring the curtain down on a quality performance, Richard Veenstra wants double five. And that is that. A simply sensational display as he wrapped up the match in little more than 15 minutes on the hockey. Richard Veenstra, Flyers living up to his name with a soar-away success. Huybrechts was absolutely taken apart, dismantled on the big stage. He didn't win a leg. 9 straight legs for Veenstra. An annihilation of the Belgian, and the Hurricane blown clean out of the Alexandra Palace by Richard Veenstra in a 3-0 success to set up a matchup with Michael van Gerwen, and that will be worth watching.
Now let's see how the pros do it. Effortless. Straight in.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the world.
Show the world what it means to be a fan at fanatics.co.uk, a collection of officially licensed fan gear. Fanatics.co.uk, officially licensed everything.
There's more to Argos this Christmas, such as this Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 for only £129, its lowest price ever. This Christmas, there's more to Argos.
Meet Febrez's Miracle Spray, new Febreze fabric refresher. I literally use this every day to enjoy its freshness for hours. After I make the bed, after I catch my dog on the couch. So I can wear my jacket one more time. It even makes shoes smell fresh. Its water-based formula actually fights odours and doesn't just cover them up with scent. Over 1,000 uses. Febreze Fabric Refresher, safe to use around cats and dogs.
Tom Fairchild, I am arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Katie Asquith.
You've got to tell them the truth. You said no more secrets.
Me and the devil. Your husband ever been violent to anyone? Walking side by side.
You've been lying to me. I found your phone, texts.
2 women are dead, maybe more. I'm ashamed.
I lied for you. I gave you an alibi.
New original series, The Serial Killer's Wife, streaming on Paramount+.
She's already missed the first few legs, and with this traffic, she might need to do a 180. And that's why KFC Delivery is Sky Sports' official delivery partner.
Home. It's one little word packed with potential. It's creating a space for a lifetime of lions. It's having a place to savor years of homemade moments. And it's knowing that something's not just made to be stylish. It's style that's made to last. Because you don't just furnish a home, you grow one. Oak Furnitureland. Grow your home.
The games are coming thick and fast on Sky Sports, and today is shaping up to be a...
Here's Bruno Fernandes. Nice pass. Oh, yes! Just wonderful.
Christmas treat for all NFL fans, which starts tonight at 9 p.m. on Sky Sports NFL. The Bengals at the Steelers. It's followed in the morning by the Bills at the Chargers. But here, Richard Veenstra has charged through to the third round of the World Darts Championship with quite a phenomenal performance. A 3-0 whitewash over Kim Huybrechts. It's a really disappointing performance from him. 0% on the doubles, 84 average, but Veenstra, very, very impressive indeed with a 99.5 average and 64% on the doubles, and that performance has earned him a mouth-watering third round tie against Michael van Goen, and I'm sure Van Goen will be watching that as well, and that performance, and everyone back in the Netherlands will certainly be looking forward to that. And we're looking forward to 3 more excellent games this afternoon. We finished the afternoon with Daryl Gurney against Steve Beaton. Next up, it's Callum Ridds against Ricardo Pietreczko. Johnny Clayton in action after that against Steve Lennon. And as I say, the final match, a really intriguing final match of the afternoon. Daryl Gurney with one of the most popular theme tunes with Sweet Caroline against one of the most popular players in the PDC, Steve Beaton. But now all focus is on the next match. A really intriguing tie this. Callum Ridds against Ricardo Pietreczko.
It kind of feels like he's ready to be part of it.
He's clearly ready mentally. He has the game.
Bingo! Savage dart. And there it is, Ricardo Pietreczko.
Oh, magnificent.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action. We are coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. This is the Paddypower World Darts Championship, brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players from Germany, taking part in his World Championship debut. Would you please welcome a Euro Tour winner, Pikachu Ricardo Pietreczko. Ladies and gentlemen from England, a World Championship quarter-finalist, taking part in his 5th World Championships and the winner of 3 PDC titles. Time to meet the Riot, Callum Ridds! Well, we saw a comprehensive win in the first match. Will this one be tighter? We expect it to be. Callum Ridds back on that stage after a disappointing defeat to Josh Rock 12 months ago. There's a lot of pressure, isn't there, on young players coming through, but Callum, he did make a very exciting start to his career on the PDC. It's been a difficult 18 months for him. He's picked up a Players' Championship this year, and a win this afternoon will do him the world of good. A boyhood Newcastle fan, just like his friend Chris Dobie. Now Ricardo Pietreczko, well, he's in round 2 after beating Mikuru Suzuki, and that was a professional job from him. If you remember, he reacted quite a lot to the crowd at the Grand Slam of Darts, but no issues in his last match. And he's a confident lad. He thinks he can go all the way. Well, we love that confidence. Well, he's got a long way to go, starting with the number 30C. Looking forward to this. Your commentary team, Laura Turner and Mark Webster.
Thank you, Michael. These two players probably not expecting to be on stage as quick as they are. Richard Veenstra rolled over Kim Huybrechts, 9-0 in legs, 3-0, so the preparation for these will have been key because this tie has come round quick for them. Ricardo Pietreczko had a brilliant year, won a European Tour title, he's not a million miles off getting into the top 32. He would need a deep run here, but you feel that will happen in the coming 12 months. On the flip side, Callum Ridds is hanging on to his spot in the top 32. He's provisionally 32 as it stands. Needs a good run here. Had a brilliant run to the quarterfinals here 2 years ago. Remember it, Laura, and that was when we thought, right, he's going to kick on and start challenging over titles. It's kind of just tailed off a little bit. He got a win at the end of the year, but needs to get back to the performance he had 2 years ago here.
Yeah, it's just the consistency, isn't it? But going back to 2 years ago, as you said, 3-0 win, 103 average over Dolan, followed it up with a 4-0 win over Aspinall and narrowly lost 5-4 to Peter Wright. And as you say, we just thought he's arrived because we were waiting for it. We knew it was, on the cards, but as you say, he just hasn't been able to find that level of performance on a consistent level since then.
Admits he's had a few problems. It was sort of the mental side of the game, just his temperament in games as well can be questioned. We never really questioned it with this gentleman on your screen until a couple of months ago. Kind of let the crowd get the better of him in the Grand Slam, but dealt with the Mikuru Suzuki game really well in the opening round, and will fancy his chances here.
46.
Yeah, and it's Petretsko that's made the better start out of the pair.
44.
Ridds, who did himself a big favour in September when he won that Pro Tour title. It stuck him in the Grand Prix from nowhere, really. I mean, he lost opening round to Michael Smith, but just to be back on a big TV stage after he missed the match play earlier on in the year. And he just maintained his spot in the top 32 in the world.
Yeah, it's difficult. Sometimes here from players, it's harder to actually maintain the spot and creep up those extra few places. It's the likes of Petretsko going for 112 here for the opening leg. Double 16.
80.
Outside chance for Ridds. Petretsko has had one for the opening leg. The winner will face Luke Humphreys when we return after the Christmas break. Bit of pressure applied from Callum.
Game shown of first leg.
All academic. Petretsko pins 32, right in the middle of the bed.
The finishing of Petretsko, a big part of his game. When he won that European Tour title, he beat Michael Van Geeren in the semi-final. He then beat Peter Wright 8-4, 8 out of 8 on the double. So Callum Ridds will be well aware you give this gentleman a chance, and he's more than capable of taking it.
Yeah, already for the tournament, if you include the game against Mikuru Suzuki, he sat around that 50% mark, and that's going to win you most games if you can get the opportunity to get to a double.
Callum Ridds lost in this round last year. He was one of only 3 seeds that went out in the second round.
21.
James Wade and Darryl Gurney were the other two. He was unlucky with the draw, wasn't he? He drew Josh Rock, who was one of the big favourites coming into the tournament as a debutant.
35.
Yeah, sometimes the draw can be tough. We've seen it, this year with Luke Littler coming in and absolutely demolishing Christian Kist, and then following it up with that win over Andrew Gilding.
And we've just seen it with our 8th seeded player exiting the tournament, Kim Ibrex, well beaten by Richard Veenstra. We always say there's no easy draws. Proved the case at the World Championship in this second round.
Calendar required 58.
So to deliver the match needs tops.
38.
And misses outside, so that's okay. If you'd have gone inside with Petretsko not on a finish, you're chasing double 5 and giving yourself a bit to do, but Petretsko's going to give him a little nudge here. He's ready if Rids botches this double 10.
20.
Yeah, now the double 5.
15.
Just like I said there, just gets awkward.
Ricardo, you require 58.
Missed 5 for the leg, Callum Rids. The steal for Pietreczko. And it is back-to-back legs. 19 and 18 dart legs. And it gives Pietreczko the opportunity to throw for set 1. Already shaking the head, Callum Rids.
And when you've had a difficult year, as Pietreczko was in the first max of the match, when you've had that kind of difficult year that Callum's had, you know, and he's spoken about the struggles, it can be quite hard, but fires back in with a 180 himself.
And that's woken up Callum. And here goes Pietreczko. Oh, when he pulls it, smile on his face. But importantly, he's making a great fist of throwing out the opening set here. And that's a flyer from Rids.
70.
He's opening 2 games, I felt was tough to call. Veenstra always had an opportunity. We didn't think it'd be so one-sided. This one similar in terms of how to call. But so far, so good for Pietreczko. But that's not the best visit. Offers a little bit of encouragement to Callum Rids in this 3rd leg.
And open the door, and Callum Rids walk right through.
This will be for the set. Start the leg with a 180. Looking to finish it with a 141. What an effort.
Callum requires 71.
Yeah, but Rids has worked hard to stay in this leg. 2 180s, leaves him now on 71.
Only going to be 1 dart. Save the set.
31.
He's missed 6 darts at doubles in this set, Callum Rids, and his race may just be run in this set. Over to double 9 for Pietreczko. And a let-off for Callum Rids. So returning the favour from the previous leg, Ricardo Pietreczko.
Callum require Fulton.
6 opportunities at the outer ring for Rids already. Double 5. Frustration for Rids.
Ricardo, you require 8.
Surely won't be let off again. 9 darts, missed at doubles in the opening set for Rids, and you can see he's frustrated, and Pietreczko gets over the line, and yet even he shakes his head, but he'll be satisfied with that. Yeah, and Rids isn't happy. Errors on the doubles have cost him in that opening set, and it's Ricardo Pietreczko who leads by 1-0.
Let's see if he's 10% better than the rest. Oh, perfect precision.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
You're looking good, you're looking sharp. You've come so far.
Put your best face forward every day with Gillette Labs. A razor unlike any other, with unique exfoliating bar, pivoting flex disc, and 5 long-lasting blades. For exceptional comfort and closeness in one effortless stroke.
You've shown your best for everyone. Gillette, the best.
Gillette Labs, for the best a man can get.
Checking out her new shopping haul. Got a party new outfit and all.
Oh, chalky milkshake. That stain's gonna be a nightmare.
But it's okay,
Mum's got new Bold Platinum with extra stain removal. On cold, of course. Bit of cherry blossom and rose water and life's good again.
Now she's off out with her friends. She's living her best life again.
New Bold Platinum with extra stain removal. Always keep away from children.
Whatever you need to ask about cancer, Macmillan's free support line is just a call away.
Hello, Macmillan.
Whether it's money or work worries.
Am I going to lose my job?
Getting on with life.
Can I still go abroad? Get insurance?
Or just need someone to listen.
How do I tell them?
Our specialist advisors are here to help as often as you need them. Whatever you need to ask, cancer, work, money, life, call us now on 0808 134 3000.
I love this band.
Well, let's go see them. It'd be great.
There's nothing great about feeling my bulky pea pants all day.
Don't miss the gig of a lifetime just because of bulky pants. We're always discreet like me.
Will these really last?
Look, they'll last the morning, noon, and night.
Wow, it soaked it all up. Feels like real underwear.
I never thought I'd see this.
I never thought I'd see this. Discover our always discreet range, like boutique black or classic white.
This Christmas, while the champions are away on vacation, Liverpool won't be home alone. Arsenal are coming to town. Anfield will be festive.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
For a must-win game.
Time for some season's beating.
Oh, yes! Just wonderful!
I think we're all in for a very big treat.
Christmas has come early!
Gather round for a festive blockbuster. Live on Sky Sports.
Day 9 at the World Championship, and it's been a frustrating opening set for Callum Ridds. 9 darts missed at doubles, visibly frustrating. There's the evidence. Pietreczko pinned that double 4. And even he's a bit surprised it was that comfortable. But it was a clean sweep of the opening set, and Callum Ridds just needs to get himself together here. We talked about that. He lets it be known when he's frustrated in a game. That Laurie, kind of the only positive he can take from that set is it was a set against the darts, so he's just got to try and write it off. That is one of the hardest things to do in the sport, and it's something that Callum really struggles with. Just got to regroup here.
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? You have to kind of draw a line under it, forget it, move on, because the important thing, no matter how you do it, is just making sure you're in that third round. But other than that quarter-final a couple of years ago from Ridds, has failed to get past this point on 3 other occasions.
99.
Just needs a leg of no messing around. Needs a leg. And just see what happened to Kim Huybrechts. If you don't get a leg on the board early, the tie can run away from you. You are just joining us. Richard Veenstra won the opening match of the afternoon, 3-0. But it was 9 legs to 0 overall as well. A World Championship to forget for Kim Huybrechts.
Looking up to get a little bit more out of that.
Brilliant switch from Pietreczko.
Require 152. Cardo require 134.
It's not going to go, so Callum Ridds looks at 52. When you're 0 from 9 on your doubles, nothing comes easy. Even these little pop finishes. Not gone for Ridds yet, and that doesn't help his cause.
Yeah, double 16. And this time it does go. I just think it's just needed that leg, needed that settler.
Credit to him, I'm pleased from there as well, because he was frustrated with the dart into the 5, but just composed himself, and well done. Callum Ridds gets the opening leg of the second set.
I mean, you know yourself, the first round, your first round in any given tournament is normally one of the most nerve-wracking kind of For me, anyway, it's one of those really nervy, edgy games, and you sometimes just need to settle into it. And hopefully now Callum's got that leg under his belt, he can kind of push on, and you can see the best of Rids.
Yeah, and so close to the Christmas break as well, and Rids will be well aware he's been below par, so could do with a big win here. He watched his good friend Chris Dobie get amongst the third round last night with a brilliant performance against William O'Connor. He'd be attempting to join him there.
92. Can only require 140.
It's a long-range finish here for Rids. Needs another one of those for double 10.
130.
It's unlucky. Been impressed with Rids from the break because he was giving himself a hard time when he trudged off after the opening set.
76.
Pietreczko misses the double for the breaker throw. And Rids has struggled on this double already in the match.
Yeah, the doubling woes continue for Rids. Again, another little let off for Pietreczko if he can find 36. And find it he does.
Ricardo Pietreczko's third leg, Cannon the throat first.
Big leg for Rids now. Averaging around about 101 in this set. Overall, about 94. He's doing a lot right in terms of the scoring, Callum Rids. He finds those doubles, and he'll be a serious contender in this match. And he is anyway, but it's all been a bit stop-start. Yeah, he grabbed that leg, should have got the second leg, but responded well with the opening visit, and here he goes again.
95.
Yeah, I should say, outscoring Pietreczko.
140.
And considering the missed doubles, yeah, sets average in set 1 and set 2, but not much to show for it yet, Callum Rids.
134.
What a leg from Rids when he knows he's one breaker throw away from being in real danger. As Pietreczko finds a break in this set and can close it out.
54.
He's one set away from a place in the last 32.
Yeah, that's better once again from Callum Rids. He just looks over to his supporters. Like, where's it been? What's going on?
Excellent from Rids. We'll feel this set should be wrapped up. The 12 dart holder throw. Knows he's got the darts in the last leg, and just feel the way the match is mapped out, he could do without that drama. Ideal to get it done here.
Yeah, but Pietreczko, other ideas. Second 180 of the match for him, and very well timed.
It looks like we're heading to that deciding leg, which would be a huge leg for Callum Rids.
It really will be a test of the nerves.
55.
You mentioned his spot in the last 32 is under threat. Next year, he's already made himself a decentish start in terms of getting in the match play. He's got around about £24,000 on his ranking already. It's generally around about the 38, 39 that gets in the match play. So looking ahead for Rids. So if he can find a run here, could really be the catalyst for him, a bit of a resurgence for him.
Ricardo require 40.
Tops to level up this second set.
Game shown of Faulkner.
And we do go to a tiebreaker.
Fifth leg, Cannon of Faulkner.
Deciding leg. It's a 12 dart from Rids to take leg 3, a 13 from Pietreczko. It's been a brilliant set. Set averages equal at 103 Pietreczko, 102 Callum Ridds.
As you say, this one just feels so important. Everything that's happened before, Callum Ridds has to put out of his mind. Because this is his darts, his throw, and it's just hiding legs. They're tricky.
These are the big ones. These are the ones you have to win in the World Championship. The last leg deciders, if you're on the wrong side, are tough to take because Callum Ridds done so much right in this set. Pietreczko is just going about his business. He's making a little move here now as well. Stuck one dart in the 5 segment on every visit in this leg, Callum, but recovered it well there. Credit to him.
Yeah, and if you're Pietreczko, you just think, just stay within touching distance, because Callum at the moment is just 2 from 15 on doubles.
He's been getting plenty of change off Callum.
33.
Do you know what, when you've been missing darts at doubles as much as Callum had, you could fear the worst in his leg. Well, he's teed it up brilliantly. He's just got to get rid of the 56 and we have a level game. But there's a little tap on the shoulder from Pietreczko for this, for the second set.
Needs tops, and this time he does pin tops. You can see what that means. He knew it was an important leg, and it does go the way of Callum Ridds. And we are now at 1 set apiece.
And for the 3rd time, Michael van Gerwen is crowned King of Darts.
Here he goes. Game on! It's all about the fine margins. Whoa, he's done it!
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
You were made to act spontaneously. We were made to help plan accordingly. Atoll protected.
New Year epic deals now on at Currys. Save up to £90 on selected Hotpoint appliances. This multi-function oven with assisted cleaning is just $199, and this double cavity cooker is now $529. Save up to £500 on these stunning LG OLED TVs with self-lit pixels for incredible brightness and contrast from $999. And save over 50% on Dolce Gusto coffee machines like the Mini Me Bundle Kit, or save up to £160 on DeLonghi coffee machines from $319 at Currys.
Want to buy your next car your way? At Car Store you can search thousands of cars online, or pay us a visit. Chat to an advisor face-to-face, or talk to us online or by phone. You can buy online or in person. Then simply drive it away, or let us deliver it to your door. Welcome to car buying that revolves around you. Welcome to Car Store.
Formula One fans, get race ready at fanatics.co.uk with official team products shipped right to your door. Fanatics.co.uk, officially licensed everything.
It's the winter sale at SCS with triple discounts online now and in-store 10 a.m. Boxing Day. SCS, helping create the home you love.
This Christmas, it could be you. Lotto's £15 million jackpot must be won this Saturday. Play on app.
What is that? Whiskey.
Did you discover the elixir of youth? You're never too old to become young. What are we gonna do?
Cheers. Oh.
Good morning.
Are you his mom?
We are going to Las Vegas.
No holds barred.
Party! Never stop living.
It's day 9 at Alexandra Palace before we head off to the Christmas break. We've already seen Richard Veenstra win 3-0 against Kim Hybrids, won every single leg in that match. We're tied in this matchup, Callum Ridge versus Pietreczko. Gurney unbeaten to finish the session. Coming up next, Johnny Clayton taking on Steve Lennon. And we're going to hear from Steve Lennon as he chats to Abby Davis.
Steve, a huge afternoon for you, both in terms of the tournament and in terms of retaining your tour card. Just sum up how you're feeling.
I'm feeling good coming into this, obviously trying not to think of the tour card situation. Just want to do the best I can in this tournament and see what happens after that.
And a sublime comeback to get the better of Owen Bates. What positives can you take from that performance?
Just not to give up no matter what the scoreline is. So obviously I hope I don't have to have the same situation today, but I'll just do my best.
Very best of luck against Johnny.
Thank you.
And he'll be on the stage following the conclusion of this matchup. Steve Lennon taking on Johnny Clayton, saying in that interview he may have to win that game to keep his tour card. But we're solely focused on this matchup at the minute, and what an excellent second set from both players. Pietreczko averaging 101.5 in that set, but Callum Ridge showed a lot in that set. He missed so many doubles in the open and was frustrated. He was brilliant throughout that set, particularly in the deciding leg, Laura, because that was a big leg for Callum.
It was absolutely massive, wasn't it? Really, really felt crucial.
45.
And that's where you see the kind of form that the player's in. They kind of forget about what's happened. It's all about now.
134.
We said it'd be a closer game than the first one, and it's living up to it. One set apiece, 5-3 in legs. That's mainly because Ridge missed so many doubles in the opening set. It's a good matchup.
99.
After that opening set, Ridge stormed off the stage, clearly not feeling happy, feeling settled. Sometimes the break can help, can't it? Sometimes it can hinder, but I think Ridge needed that break, have a word with himself.
Yeah, it definitely helped. Pietreczko. Options here.
100.
And finds the treble 12 with his last dart. Brilliant dart from Pietreczko. Brilliant leg. And if he converts double 16, will lead early in the third set.
19. Ricardo require 32.
Yeah, just checking. Just pulled it high slightly into the 8. 24 left.
They used the guide. Comfortable holder throw for Pietreczko to open up the third set. Reminder winner to face Luke Humphreys. Gentleman's won 3 of the last 4 major titles.
Yeah, perfect response from Pietreczko after losing that second set. Comes back with a 15 dart holder throw.
I mentioned Callum Ridge is setting up his year okay. He's on course as it stands to be in the match play and the Grand Prix. Pietreczko's already in them, both off the Pro Tour and merit, because he's been excellent at the back end of this year. That European Tour win, huge for Ricardo.
Yeah, he got his tour card, didn't he, back in 2022, but having a look, 83% of the prize money on his rankings has come from this year. Just kind of shows just what a year he's had.
Yeah, didn't qualify for the World Championship last year, Pietreczko, so took his time to get to grips with being a tour card holder.
92.
Certainly got to grips with it now.
Yeah, one of the latest talents to emerge from Germany. One of 5 players. There's a record number of German players here this year. 5 in total, and almost a record number, I'd say, of German fans. 25% of the ticket sales going that way.
And 4 of them still in as well.
Ricardo require 112.
Pietreczko looking to join the other 3 in the third round. Double 18. And brilliant finish from Ricardo Pietreczko. And doubles his lead. He raced through set 1, 3-0. He'll be looking to do the same here as he throws for the third set.
It very much feels like a return to set 1, which Pietreczko won in 3 straight sets, and Callan just dipped off in terms of average, but that will help.
Still trying to G himself up, Callan, isn't he? Yeah, the opening set he cruised through Pietreczko, but he was gifted a few legs there off Callan. This one, back-to-back 15s.
Yeah, back in again.
Now there's a serious opportunity. Oh, the 9-guard leg. Callan Rydz looking to hit back in this set and hit back in style. Last start helps Callan as well, because if he doesn't take the 1-4-1, he knows he's got a couple of visits.
A little bit crowd on their feet. Cannot find that 7th dart. 8th dart.
He raves the crowd. It was well thrown, wasn't it? It was just not quite at the target.
97.
It's paramount, though, that Callan Rydz closes out and wins the leg. Good to see, acknowledged by Pietreczko.
I do love the sportsmanship here at the World Championships. Pietreczko putting on a bit of pressure on this 44.
146. Callan required.
Look at that last start from Pietreczko. Didn't even entertain the trebles. And for the double. And Callan Rydz in a leg where he was on the perfect leg. He went 7 darts in. Well, he could find himself 2 sets to 1 down here now. Brilliant set from Pietreczko, 3-15 dart legs. Sees him go 1 set away from the last 32. Rydz has to fire back again here.
140.
Yeah, we saw Rydz bounce back after the disappointment of losing that opening set. Gonna have to find something here. Pietreczko honing in on a third 180.
Two sets to 1, Pietreczko leads 8-3 in leg play. His winning sets were both 3-0. Rydz used to fire back again, but Pietreczko's turn now.
Just having a little laugh to himself about the boos that happen after normally just 180 at the start of a leg.
Well, the temperament's been good from Pietreczko. He's had a bit of advice from Max Opp. What happened in the Grand Slam when he got involved with that Wolverhampton crowd when he didn't need to.
It was definitely one of the questions we had when he faced Mikuru Suzuki, because we knew the crowd would be slightly against him, but did hear quite a few chants for Pikachu.
And he dealt with the whole situation really well. He finished well, and he just closed the game out with a minimum of fuss. He'll be hoping to do the same here.
Requires 76.
This is a big moment.
Yeah, this would be for a 4th consecutive leg.
56.
Yeah, just a bit high. Better to be safe than sorry, and double 10 required. And double 10 is found. That is a 4th consecutive leg for Pietreczko.
He's found a spell here, Pietreczko.
Game on.
It was 3 15-dart legs in the previous set. He's kicked things off with a 12-dart break here. He's heading to round 3 on debut.
60.
Yeah, Pietreczko just keeping the pressure up. Perhaps one of those matches where Rydz may look back and just feel a lot of the damage done in that opening couple of sets. Did find a way in set 2, but lots of opportunities missed in set 1.
Already has wrestled the throw back here, Callum Ridds. Good visit. The average is there. Been a brilliant game. Sloppy in the opening set with missed doubles, but from there, being from the top draw. Another max for Pietreczko.
57.
And Ridds not able to find a treble. He's on a finish, but it's a long-range finish, and Pietreczko, you feel, will be on something more gettable.
60. Callum require 164.
They have to go. Another one of them. Can't find it. Pietreczko, who's had 1 ton plus finish in the match already. This to go 1 leg away from victory.
Yeah, so Ridds back to level this 4th set.
72.
I was going to say maybe 1, it is 2. And he needs the 2, but that's a good guide. And he uses the guide. Brilliant response from Callum Ridds. And we've mentioned his temperament to sort of fight in games. He's showing it here. He's been chasing throughout and gets this set back on throw.
95.
Yeah, arguably there's not been a lot to split these two. It's just been those opportunities presented to Pietreczko that he's been able to take. But this is good stuff from Ridds. 6 maximum of the match.
400 in the tournament. How easy did he make it look there, Callum Ridds? As he looks to lead in this set for the first time and force a decider.
Pietreczko just chipping away, tapping on the shoulder of Callum Ridds.
Here comes the setup, treble 19. Set for that single to double combination. Ridds has kind of tidied the doubles up slightly. The stats are still down because of the damage in the first set, but he was 0 from 9 after that opening set. He's now 5 from 11, so it's pretty prolific. He's finding his way, and Ridds leads in the 4th set.
Yeah, how much Callum Ridds would like to find another breaker throw in this set. Finish it off, level it up at 2 apiece. And in that 2nd set, that did go all the way, went to the 5th leg. Ridds just got the better of Pietreczko, but becomes very edgy again, doesn't it?
And if it goes to the side on this occasion, it's to stay in the tournament. Ridds has got other ideas. Can't find his 7th max. Look at the set averages. Said, apart from the sloppiness in set 1, it's been a tie littered with quality.
Yeah, Ridds did all the hard work early on in this leg, and 36 just gives Pietreczko the advantage once again.
5th max for Pietreczko. He wants it done in this set. He's hit 3 maxes in this set.
112. Carter requires 61.
And this to put Pietreczko just 1 leg from round 3.
17 at double 16 for 2 apiece.
29.
Chance for Rids. All could finish 1-2-8. If you find the treble, you've got to find another one. But that's a great guide. Look at this from Callum Rids for the set. Brilliant shot from Callum Rids. A 1-2-8, and he's dug himself out of another hole. He was a set down, he was 2 sets to 1 down and a breakdown. We go to a decider.
Final set, first leg, Ricardo from first. Game on.
Yeah, just love that reaction there from Callum Rids. And once again, when Callum Rids has really had his back up against the wall, he's found a way. Found a way in set 2 and found a way in set 4.
Been impressed with both of them.
16.
Pietreczko's just kept his emotions in check, and we questioned that before the tournament because the way he reacted to the crowd. Callum Rids, obviously, he shows when he's visibly frustrated, and he's done it in this match a lot, but he's channeled it, he's used it in the right way to fire back.
Yeah, there's a danger here, isn't there? The sets that we've seen where Pietreczko's had the throw, he's run out a 3-0 winner. Set 1 3-0, set 3 3-0, because it's just that one break of throw.
32.
Still advantage Pietreczko. Second round now, of course, so we saw it happen yesterday with Brendan Dolan and Mickey Mansell go to a last leg shootout. That happens at 5 apiece. This for the opening leg. 1-2-8 from Rids to seal set 4. A 1-2-9 from Pietreczko to open set 5.
You say high quality stuff, but now Rids, it's essential he holds his throw. He's going to have to try and find a break if he's going to beat Pietreczko.
Pietreczko already gives himself a little cushion. And that cushion disappearing.
35.
Yeah, he's Rids push into that 5 on a few occasions throughout the match.
These two will know each other's game. They've played 4 times in the past. 3-1 Callum Rids. He's won 2 of the 3 meetings this year. Gonna have to really dig in here, Callum Rids, if he's going to add a 3rd victory of the year over Ricardo Pietreczko.
Here's Pietreczko, who's first to a finish. It's the big fish.
16.
That may afford him. Pietreczko, 6 darts here. Saying that, 150, similar to 1-2-8 in terms it's 2 trebles to a double. We've just seen Rids do that at the back end of the last set. We can't find the first of those 2 trebles needed. Pietreczko's already taken this out in the match.
Ricardo, you require 112.
Yeah, this is big. Taking his time. He's the treble. Gets the treble, so double 16. And that is such wonderful timing there from Pietreczko. All pressure now on Rids.
All the sets that Pietreczko's thrown first in, he's won 3-0. He won set 1 3-0, set 3 3-0, and if he can win this leg, he'll win set 5 3-0 and book his spot in the next round.
58.
Yeah, and after that 140 start from Pietreczko, no reply from Rids.
Pietreczko saving his best spell of play for the final set.
93.
Rids picks off a treble. but he's chasing, and it's a familiar feeling. He's chased throughout the match.
Yeah, Pietreczko has led throughout this match. Not once has Rids been in front, and Pietreczko looking to keep that the same in this leg.
96. Ricardo, you require 161.
Dream scenario for Pietreczko, having time. May just stay up though, he's coming down. Back up. Now we go to treble 16. Brilliant dart from Pietreczko. Brilliant leg, brilliant set. And he has a chance to wrap it up in style.
94. Ricardo, you require 36.
Rids has been excellent this match, but Pietreczko has had all the answers. And can he use that guide? He does use that guide. What a match that was. Callum Rids despondent, but he played well. But Pietreczko just had all the answers. An average of 110 in that deciding set. Just over 99 overall with 5 maximums. Ricardo Pietreczko is through to the 3rd round, where he'll face one of the big favourites, Luke Humphries. But coming up next, Johnny Clayton begins his campaign at the World Championship.
I said, this is what I mean. My skeleton is matching with my managers.
Brilliant dart from the Welsh wizard.
Hanging off the banisters. Tell me who's gonna pay for all the damage.
Clinical from Johnny Clayton.
I'm just reckless like the man of me.
Sensational darts.
I said it from a kid, you should've listened.
Staggering stuff. What about that? That was a brilliant performance from the Welshman.
This guy always gives 10% more. Mugs away. What a pro.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
That's my daughter, answering the call, heading to the lifeboat station, launching into the dark with her fellow volunteers. She'd leave her family to save someone else's. It's a gift like no other, but the best Christmas present I could wish for is having her home safe.
The RNLI is a charity that relies on donations. Just £3 a month will help to keep our volunteers ready to save everyone they can 24/7 and bring them home safely. So please, search RNLI to give £3 a month.
Thank you for your support. I just want her home safe.
Streaming this festive season.
Paramount, Paramount, Paramount Plus. A mountain of entertainment for us. Original series and iconic shows. Blockbuster movies that make you go. Whoa. Paramount, Paramount, Paramount Plus. Treats for the family, there's plenty to love. 'Tis the season for streaming, so don't delay your mountain holiday.
Paramount Plus. Get 12 months half price.
The games are coming thick and fast on Sky Sports, and today is shaping up to be a...
It's Bruno Fernandes. Nice pass. Oh, yes! Just wonderful.
It's the heist before Christmas. Watch James Nesbitt and Timothy Spall play two very different Santas in the new Sky Original Christmas special, The Heist Before Christmas, available this Christmas Eve on Sky Max. But here, a really, really high quality game and an impressive performance from Pikachu, Ricardo Pietreczko, a 3-2 win over the 30th seed Callum Ridds. It really was some fantastic stuff. A 99.3 average did the job, 5 180s, 50% on the doubles. And it's his debut year at Ali Pali, and he is enjoying that stage because he is through to round 3. And look who he plays. Luke Humphreys, the 3rd seed, but he's won 3 out of the 4 majors. The man in form, the bookmaker's favourite. But wow, he's got a tough one because that was something in performance. So a number of 180s in that match, and it has been 401 180s so far. We're delighted to see it as well because Paddypower donating £1,000 to Prostate Cancer UK for every 180 hits. £401,000 raised so far for such a fantastic cause. And I'm sure we'll see a few more 180s in our next match coming up. It's a man, one of the most popular on the circuit, Johnny Clayton, the number 9 seed. He'll know it's a tough afternoon because Steve Lennon was a really good comeback in his first round tie. That match is up shortly, but ahead of that match, we caught up with Johnny.
If I do my job well, I got a good chance. If not, I'll be back here next year. But obviously, it's I'm here to do a job. I love this tournament, and hopefully, I can do better and maybe win this trophy. You walk up on that stage; it's a nervy place. You need to get used to it, and it takes you just. Sometimes for some people, it might click straight away. But I've taken my time to get used to this stage, and I love it. So, hopefully, my confidence is there, my game is there, and we do a job. I'm going to have to take it as it comes. I got a good player against me today, Steve Lennon, which he produced great darts to come back from a 2-0 down the other day. So, I've got to concentrate on my game. If I can do that and do it well, I'll be a happy man tonight. Well, every time I played against Steve, it's been a great game because you can obviously throw darts, And like you say, there's different pressures on Steve today because he's trying to keep his toe card. So, that's got to be out of my head. I got to win a game, and that's all that counts. So that's what I'm going to go out to try and do that, and hopefully I do it well.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the action. This is the Paddypower World Darts Championship, coming to you live on Sky Sports from the Alexandra Palace, London. Time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, taking part in his 6th World Championship, he is a World Cup finalist from Ireland. Please welcome Scuba Steve Lennon! Gentlemen, from Wales, taking part in his 8th World Championship, he is the winner of 14 PDC titles, a Premier League champion, a Masters champion, a World Grand Prix champion. He is the reigning 2-time World Cup champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ferret, here's Johnny Clayton!
Deep down in Louisiana, close to New Orleans, way back up in the woods among the evergreens, there stood a log cabin made of earth and wood, where lived a country boy named John.
One of the most popular players, Johnny Clayton. Probably one of the best players in the world in 2020 and 2021. But it's been a bit of a tough year for him, isn't it? He did reach the World Match Play final, losing to Nathan Aspinall. People say his Premier League place is in doubt. I'm pretty sure that won't be on his mind right now. And he's got a difficult opponent here in Steve Lennon, who beat Owen Bates after going 2 sets down in the first round. Said he was left speechless after that, and he looked the better player, but the comeback will give Lennon plenty of confidence. Results elsewhere means he's dropped out of the top 64 for now, so it's a huge game for him, a huge game for both of them. And calling it is Mark Webster and Rod Studd.
Thank you, Michael. You're spot on there. It's a very big game for both players, and a fascinating matchup too, as Wales take on Ireland here in London. Johnny Clayton goes off a big favourite, but I'm not sure it's quite as clear-cut as that. Let's see what the second most popular Welshman in the building thinks. Mark Webster. Good afternoon to you, Mark.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it is.
You agree you're the second most popular Welshman in the building, or it's a close match?
I feel I'm a bit more popular than Johnny, but people don't really know. Definitely not more popular than Johnny Clayton, but yeah, I don't see it as being as clean-cut as that. Steve Lennon needs this win to keep his talk, and he may get a reprieve even if he loses, because Martijn Kleermaker has said in an interview he's going to hand his tour card back, who's currently above Lennon, but there's still players who can leapfrog him even if that does happen. So for Lennon, take care of your own fate, win the match. For Johnny Clayton, needs a big run here because it hasn't gone to plan since that run to the match play final, and he's made the best possible start.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, Clayton came to the Alexandra Palace as one of the real favourites for the tournament. That was backing up the 2021 year of the Ferret, when he won the Premier League, the Masters, the World Series of Darts finals, World Grand Prix as well, and it was a brilliant year that, and he came into the World Championship off the back of it, really fancied, didn't he? It didn't quite work. He lost in an absolute barn burner to Michael Smith, as I recall.
Yeah, that represented it. The best form he's been in on an Ali Pali stage for me, and like you said, that game with Michael Smith was just ridiculous at times.
100.
But for Johnny, he comes into the World Championship this year not in his best of form. It's a decent start. Here's Lennon's throw.
81. Johnny require 121.
Well, the signature shot of the Ferret, 1-2-1.
57.
Does not go this time, and 163 will definitely not go. Bogey number. Steve Lennon.
It could make things awkward for Johnny. Johnny may only get one dart at the double here. And that's a brilliant setup from Steve Lennon.
Going to get one dart at double here, Clayton. Well, I say that. Not going to get any darts at double.
That's really careless.
32.
He'll know that.
Steve, you require 32.
Lennon hung around in the leg and teed up brilliantly. Just for a hold to throw in the open leg of the match, and does.
From the first leg.
Settle for that, Steve Lennon.
Second leg, Johnny took home first.
Hashtag careless from Clayton. Cost himself a dart and a double at the back end there. And he went from being a very firm favourite to break throw to losing the leg. And now an uphill battle in the opening set for the Ferret.
57.
Winner faces Krzysztof Ratajski. The remaining pole left in the tournament after Radek Cyganski lost out to Raymond van Barneveld last night. Felt a little bit for Radek. Lost the match, lost his tour card. So that means he resets to 0. Because he'd had such a good end to the year, he was on about 25,000 towards the match play. That's not a million miles of getting off. But unfortunately for Radek, it's to start from the bottom, and he's off to Q School.
100.
Unless I'm mistaken, Lennon versus Ratajski was a matchup at the last World Championship. He beat Razvan Ratajski and then lost to Mervyn King.
That was Lennon's best run at a World Championship. He was well beaten by Mervyn King.
61.
Something of a similar scenario at the back end of this leg, with Clayton on a long-range finish and requiring a setup shot, and Lennon not on a finish at all, but he can leave it handy, very handy. And Clayton here was something similar. 64 was bodged in the last leg, 62 on offer this time. He does get a data double. He misses it wildly.
Nowhere near. And Lennon with brilliant setup play again. It's a good start from Steve. Looking to dive into a two-leg lead. And Scuba Steve does that. Brilliant start from Lennon. And we were worried about how the pressure would affect him of not just playing for his place in the World Championship, but playing for his tour card. Early indications, he's dealing with it really well.
Two legs where Johnny Clayton has failed to take his chance and offered up an opportunity to Lennon, which he gobbled up with glee.
60.
One dart for the second leg. Johnny should have had a dart in the opening leg, but missed the big number.
59.
Let's put Lennon in a commanding position.
And the darted double in the second leg was really equidistant between treble and double.
100. $134.
Looking good for the one-set lead here, Steve Lennon.
As Mark was saying earlier, it hasn't been the best of years for Johnny Clayton, but he had a nice patch in the summer when he reached the match play final and won the World Cup of Darts with Gerwyn Price, as Wales won that yet again, Mark.
Never thanked me and Richie and Barry for laying the foundations for them to just mop up, but no, they were excellent. Johnny was brilliant in that final, in fact, when they demolished Scotland. And it's his turn to set her, but will he get the errors from Steve Lennon? This is for a clean sweep of set one.
16. Double 8 as he adjusts his stance. 3 missed darts for the set from Steve Lennon there.
There's the first little wobble from Lennon. Johnny to break back. Going to let Lennon off the hook. He has. More set darts incoming for Steve Lennon.
Johnny Clayton has missed his first 4 darts at double in this match. Lennon has also missed 4 darts at double, but he's hit 2. Can he make that 3? Almost busts. Bit of an escape. No. That's half a dozen gone begging for a set.
Oh, what a mess from Lennon. Bit of a steal. Johnny splitting. And splits with success and gets the set back on throw. Lennon will be kicking himself and has to regroup. He had to regroup throughout his opening match with Owen Bates, was 2 sets down. Still has the insurance of having the darts in a decided leg if we go there, but won't be feeling too great about himself now, Rob.
No, half a dozen missed for the set, and not really the best strategy against a top 10 Aerosmith like Clayton. World ranking high of number 7 during that purple patch in 2021, and still ranked within the top 10, Johnny Clayton, despite a poorish year.
140.
Now can Clayton make the most of his reprieve in the opening set?
Johnny was a quarter-finalist last year.
140.
Some comfortable victories over Danny Van Tripe and Brendan Dolan. And a real battle when he defeated Josh Rock before eventually losing out to Dimitri Vandenberg.
And that was a grueling game as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was opportunities missed by both players. Johnny had darts to send it to a deciding set. Vandenberg was just clinical enough to reach the semi-final.
Will he go for this? Will you, Johnny? Well, he did, and he hit the 25, and that means he'll be coming back for a 2-dart combo. And Lennon is nowhere in this, so all things being equal here, we're going to go all the way to a deciding leg in the opening set. Lennon knows it should be done.
If Lennon goes on and loses this leg, which he will do if Johnny converts the double 8, and he has done, and loses the set, he'll find it hard to recover. He was brilliant up until the point of having set darts, Steve Lennon. And there's some nerves in that first dart. Brilliant switch, though.
96.
He's got the consolation of having the darts in the decider. Clayton, the ferret, has got his teeth into Lennon's ankle here now. No mood to let go.
He's tightened up, Steve Lennon. Evidence in that visit there. Could have wrapped up set one with pretty much a ton plus average. He's now dropped below 90. And Johnny is making hay.
140.
Doesn't get him to a finish, but keeps him interested here, Steve Lennon.
If Clayton comes up dry here, well, he hasn't.
100.
The signature shot is left. Lennon cannot go out, but he can leave something very handy, as he has been doing with his setup play. 85 is left. But hunting the treble 15 to leave tops, but it's a two-dot combination if Clayton does not take out his favourite finish.
Not going to.
44.
Not leaving it particularly handy.
Steve, you've acquired
More opportunities for Lennon. He's missed 6 for the set.
Should get at least another one here, Mark, shouldn't he? Hopes to get 2. Will only get 1 dart at double, but it will be his 7th attempt to win this set. It's not lucky 7.
Johnny, you acquired 77.
Johnny's setup wasn't great. He may only get 1. 18 for tops. For the set. It would have been a steal. More set darts incoming for Lennon, but he's missed 7 already. This isn't going to be a routine double 10 for Lennon.
Steve, you've acquired 20.
Taking his time, doing the right thing.
Well, as long as he can keep the missed set darts in single figures, he'll win it. And he has won it. It took him 8 attempts to win the set with those doubles for the set for Steve Lennon, but he has taken the opener against the Welshman. That was a torrid affair, really. Clayton is behind. Steve Lennon in front, but he looks like a man as he goes off stage that thinks he's losing, but he's 1 up. You're 1 up, Steve. Don't shake your head. Lennon Clayton continues in a couple of minutes.
Oh, and he seems to be making a little adjustment here before the game. And he's off.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
What is the most powerful word?
See, yes.
See. See to new beginnings. See to myself. See to passion. See to life.
Yes.
See Intense, the new refillable fragrance, Giorgio Armani.
She's already missed the first few legs, and with this traffic, she might need to do a 180. And that's why KFC Delivery is Sky Sports' official delivery partner.
Whatever you need to ask about cancer, Macmillan's free support line is just a call away.
Hello, Macmillan.
Whether it's money or work worries.
Am I going to lose my job?
Getting on with life.
Can I still go abroad? Get insurance?
Or just need someone to listen.
How do I tell them?
Our specialist advisors are here to help as often as you need them. Whatever you need to ask, cancer, work, money, life, call us now on 0808 134 3000.
I've discovered Fairy Non-Bio Platinum Gel, and it's changed my laundry game. Because with toddlers in the house, it's all stains and mess. And it's not just the kids. With gel, I can squeeze just what I need to deal with tough stains even on a cold wash. It's more powerful on stains and it's still so soft on sensitive skin. It's something that works for all of us. Fairy Non-Bio Platinum Gel with extra stain removal.
Want to buy your next car your way? At Car Store you can search thousands of cars online or pay us a visit. Chat to an advisor face to face or talk to us online or by phone. You can buy online or in person. Then simply drive it away. Or let us deliver it to your door. Welcome to car buying that revolves around you. Welcome to Car Store.
This Christmas,
While the champions are away on vacation, Liverpool won't be home alone. Arsenal are coming to town. Anfield will be festive.
Best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
For a must-win game.
Time for some season's beating.
Oh, yes! Just wonderful!
I think we're all in for a very big treat.
Christmas has come early!
Gather round for a festive blockbuster. Live on Sky Sports.
Welcome back to the Alexandra Palace. Steve Lennon against Johnny Clayton, and it's the Irishman who's out front early doors, having taken the opening set. He made heavy weather of it. He missed 7 darts to clinch it, but eventually got it done, and Johnny Clayton strolls off stage there knowing he's got a job on here. He's lost the opening set. Earlier on today we saw an astonishing performance from Richard Veenstra, who won all 9 legs against Kim Huybrechts. In a belting battle between Rids and Pietreczko, which Pikachu won, and still to come, Daryl Gurney will play the bronze Adonis, Steve Beaton. And then look at tonight's action. Rock, Bunting and Aspinall are all on the stage at Ali Pali this evening. Just a terrific double session of Arras action here in the World Darts Championship. Set 2, Johnny Clayton has the darts and work to do, Mark Webster.
He certainly has. He deserves to be a set down. Lennon should have wrapped that set up earlier. Clayton played some okay stuff in that set. He will be a bit disappointed that he didn't even get an opportunity to break in the opening leg when he missed the big number. Lennon just about held himself together in the decider. Clayton's set on throw. He started the day with 7 seeds already gone from the tournament. It's now up to 9. The first 2 of the 2 matches have gone today. Huybrechts, then Rids. Clayton needs to dig in here if he's not going to join them.
$140.
Decent start to the resumption. Possible 12-dart leg for the Ferret.
140. Johnny require 100.
And for Lennon, to be fair, though, his chance is less obvious than Clayton's 1-2-4. The Bullseye!
99. Steve, you require 161.
Outside chance. The 12-dart leg. Oh, it's on now. Treble 17 for Lennon. And he gets it. His attempt at the Bullseye. And he just pulls that dart low. Both had a dart at the ball for the opening leg.
The clean-up job starts. 9 for double 8. Well, he cleans up beautifully.
Second leg, Steve to focus.
Johnny Clayton looking to right the wrongs of that opening stanza.
Yeah, there were concerns for both players coming into this match. Steve Lennon, obviously, knowing he's got a bit more on his plate in terms of having to just win the match but keep his place on tour. Johnny's just not being in good form, but they're both playing well. Average 95 plus for Lennon, call it up towards 98 for Johnny.
96.
Rhythm looks good from Johnny as well.
$59.
Johnny's only failed to win his opening match of the tournament on 2 occasions. 2018, he lost out to Jamie Lewis. And the year after, he was seeded. He lost out to Dimitri Vandenberg, the same opponent that beat him last year. But otherwise, generally gets it right in the first round, his first match. Johnny.
129.
We mentioned Clayton winning the World Cup last summer. Lennon a World Cup finalist himself with William O'Connor back in the day, and that is a lovely double 16 from Johnny Clayton, who looks to have found his range now on the return from the break.
Third leg, Johnny to third.
In the blink of an eye, it's taken Johnny 28 darts to get himself in a position to throw for the second set.
44.
Best of starts there, though. $100. $97. $100. Lennon looking to prolong the set. Some turnaround, he need a couple of breaks. 100. Slight inroads here. 2 treble visit will give him an opportunity. 60.
Mark mentioned earlier that the winner will play Krzysztof Ratajski, and this is the segment of the draw that also features Rob Cross. Broadening the picture, the same quarter as Michael Smith, Ross Smith, Chris Dobie.
100.
All these quarters, don't you, Mark? I think, well, there's some good players in there. But that's the same for any one of the 4 quarters.
Biggest tournament in the world, you've got to beat the best to win it. Yes, some sections will open up in particular rounds, but at some point you will meet one of the big hitters.
85. Steve, you acquire 141.
Well, this is a long-range set-saving skin saver for Steve Lennon, but it's on double 12.
117.
He's missed a dart for a 161 checkout in the opening leg, and he's missed it for a 141 there. Are there any more opportunities coming his way, or can Clayton wrap up this second set? Chase him round.
35.
Pulls it low. Opportunities for Lennon to prolong set 2.
The Ferret fumbling for a finish at the end, or it hopes to be the end of the second set. Lennon to stay afloat. A scuba skin saver on double 12, and he stays afloat in this set. Mirror image of the first set, where Lennon should have wrapped it up in 3 legs and didn't, and now Clayton should have wrapped it up in 3 legs and hasn't.
Lennon can really force the issue here. Hold throw here, and he puts Johnny Clayton in a really delicate position. Just rescued that visit with a last dart at the treble 19 there, Steve.
100.
8 legs have been completed, and both players have won 4 of them. And all the data here says this is a close match, what we've seen so far. Clayton's averaged 95, Lennon 93. 4 maximum split equally. Doubles, Clayton's missed 11 and Lennon's missed 10, so it's very even on all the stats, and if Clayton can win one of the next 2 legs, it'll be even on the scoreboard too.
93.
Good pick off from Lennon. That's 6 times to 4, as you mentioned. 4-2, Johnny leads. Hasn't played for a while though, best part of 3 years.
Steve, you acquire 164.
Well, we've seen these long-range bids almost succeed. This one doesn't get off the launch pad.
56.
Darts for this set already, Johnny. How many will he get here? It's going to be just 1 minimum. So to level up in set tops, and he misses again.
Steve, you acquire 108.
Needed the green bit to leave tops.
84.
He's left in the end double 12, but it may not matter. It shouldn't matter. Double 5 as he chases round the board again, but eventually he gets there, and Johnny Clayton celebrates because he's levelled up this match, but it's tough going here. He had to work very, very hard for that set, the Ferret, but in the end he got his teeth into it and he's levelled the match. Johnny Clayton won, Steve Lennon won. Rejoin us for set 3 momentarily.
This is it. He's lining up. Oh my word, he's hit a double.
Wix Trade Pro sponsors coverage of the World Darts Championship.
New Year epic deals now on at Currys. Unleash your creative power and save £300 with the Lenovo Yoga Pro 7. An Intel Evo laptop powered by an Intel Core i7 processor, now $699. Get 10% off these Samsung QN90C Neo QLED TVs with an AI-powered 4K processor from £810 after discount. And save £75 on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 Classic plus a free strap, usually $44.99 at Currys.
We're giving away over 100,000 experiences nationwide to bring you together this Christmas. It's our treat to you, just for being with Sky. Discover even more experiences near you on the My Sky app.
At Tesco Mobile, we're going to help you knock their stockings off this Christmas. Give someone special a Google Pixel 7a with a Fitbit Versa 4 for just $25.99 a month with club card prices, saving you a whopping £252. And better still, those prices are frozen throughout your contract, so everyone's a winner-winner Christmas dinner. This is Supermarket Mobile. Pop in store or search Tesco Mobile. Every little helps.
You were made to act spontaneously. We were made to help plan accordingly. Atoll protected.
These global icons are going to help us do the impossible.
That's amazing, man.
How are you doing this?
Christmas, don't you just love it?
Hello again from the Ali Pally. Afternoon action here in the World Darts Championship. Terrific win for Richard Veenstra. Did not drop a leg against Kim Huybrechts. Ricardo Pietreczku's through 2. He beat Callan Ridge 3-2. We're watching Johnny Clayton, Steve Lennon. It's 1 each here in a race to 3. And our last match of the afternoon will feature Daryl Gurney against the bronzed Adonis, Steve Beaton. Now, who doesn't want to hear from Steve Beaton? He's backstage talking to Abigail Davies.
Steve, you broke all of our hearts when you announced your retirement after your last game. Has it been quite emotional for you since then?
No, it was the sort of thing I was planning to do at the end of January, but it's sort of the questions they were giving me the other night sort of dragged me into saying it. But no, yeah, I'm going to look forward to next year. You know, got a whole year ahead of me. I'm going to give it a good go for next year. Hopefully, qualify for this again. And then, like I said, I've got the seniors and a lot to look forward to after that. So who knows?
Superb performance in the opening round. Confident you can replicate that this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm practicing well. Everything's going all right. So well, it all depends on the day when you're up there. But yeah, if I can keep finishing well, I'm going with a good chance.
Very best of luck this afternoon.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Little doubt that Steve will not be beaten will be echoing around the Alexandra Palace. in half an hour or so's time. The amount of time before that match depends on what happens between Clayton and Lennon, and it could go long here. It's 1 set all between the Welshman and the Irishman. Lennon took the opening set, Clayton hit back by taking the second, but very much in the balance mark, obviously, at 1 set all. How do you see it panning out from here?
Well, you'd think that Johnny Clayton would find a way to win the match. Seeded 9 in the tournament, to be more consistent than Steve Lennon, but it's a fair scoreline so far. Steve deserved that opening set. It should have been a lot more comfortable, and we've mentioned a few times during the game that Steve's got a couple of things to juggle here. He's trying to get through to the next round of the World Championship, but knows that his tour card's on the line as well. He's dealing with it well.
Those are the views of Mark Webster, longtime friend of Johnny Clayton. He's always impartial, Mark, we know. And Steve Lennon here with the darts in set 3.
Lennon just needs to keep it close. And it'll be Johnny that feels the pressure. Steve Lennon, who beat Ratajski here on the World Championship stage a few years ago. That's who awaits in the next round, Krzysztof Ratajski, so we'll be looking for a rematch. But work to do still here for Steve.
Well, just how close this match has been rather epitomised by this opening leg of this set. Because this is in the balance here as Clayton hunts a break. Treble. Oh, that is loose, and that will disappoint Johnny.
75. Steve, you acquire 150.
Good last dart that leaves single to double. I was just about to say, by going loose with the second dart, he may have lost that luxury of a single to double, but because he found the ball, it's 45 for a 1-leg lead, and importantly, a break of throw at the start of set 3 for Johnny.
Double 16. Taken the opportunity. Johnny Clayton now moves in front in the match. 1 set all, but 1-0 to Clayton with a break of throw. Advantage Ferrick.
And unlike in set 1 when he created the opportunity to break, Johnny a lot more clinical at the beginning of this set.
Beautiful. Lovely construction of a maximum right there from Steve Lennon. Johnny Clayton's been a bit off key for much of the match, Mark, hasn't he? But he's managed to find the right notes on the keyboard at the right times in the last couple of sets.
Yeah, he's shown glimpses, hasn't he, Johnny Clayton? You have to credit Steve Lennon for the way he's performed. He was brilliant in set 1 and dropped his throw here in set 3, but coming straight back at Johnny, finding his 3rd max of the match as well, Steve Lennon. And he's down to a finish after 9 darts. Clayton looking to lay up. A brilliant setup from Johnny Clayton. I was worried he's going to try and fill it up.
Johnny, you acquire 40.
Double top. Double 15. It's happening here.
Not been great on tops, Johnny, has he?
No. It wouldn't be his favourite overall, but you wouldn't expect to see him drifting into double 5.
For Lennon to break straight back here. 16 for the double.
52.
And you can see the facial expression from Steve Lennon. He's disappointed because that was a fair way off.
Double 4 here. Well, they were wild. I dread to try and calculate the cumulative distance by which they missed.
116.
Over a couple of inches, I would say.
Similar to that diet at double 16 in the opening set, wasn't it? A bit erratic on the doubles, Johnny, here. Lennon's not being brilliant. Lennon has now missed 14 darts at doubles in the match. Johnny's missed 20.
We can tell you the numbers of misses. We can't tell you the distance they've missed by, but a lot of these are missing by miles. That hasn't. That's bang in.
Johnny Clayton.
And Johnny Clayton puts an end to the nonsense at the end of that leg.
Game off.
He's won 3 straight legs. I mean, if you miss darts at double mark and you put all 3 of them right at the outside wire, you think, well, they were well thrown and they missed. But Johnny hasn't got that luxury. And darts missed at double 4 missed by miles, didn't they? He won't feel good about any of them.
Particularly the last one. The last one was a flyer. The scoring element is okay from Johnny. 10 140 pluses. And that was the strength of his game. He just used to grind opponents down with just the constant 140 hitting.
.140 hitting and scoring play, and 121 finishing in the checkout phase. Very much his specialities. Oh yes. Oh yes, on delivery, on demand.
Lennon for the hold. Want a ball?
65.
Missed the ball on a couple of occasions in the match, Lennon, and happens again there. So an outside chance for Johnny for a clean sweep of the 3rd set. Wrong treble.
120.
Well, almost a 140 scoring visit and a 140 finishing visit. Steve Lennon requires double 8. And right in the bottom corner.
Steve Lennon.
And still this set is alive.
And an opening in this leg already for Lennon. Poor start from Johnny.
$59.
Well, doesn't really jump all over it, does he? He's got scrappy this set.
97.
And find the treble. 12 darts thrown, and he hasn't got himself below 200.
By the same token, Lennon is not doing anything flash himself.
60.
They're both feeling it in this leg, aren't they? One big score will probably clinch it for one of them.
99.
Just about advantage Clayton.
Johnny require 130.
Derails the checkout bid in 1 dart.
43.
That's the 18th dart he's thrown in this leg mark, and he's still on a 2-dart combination. So the best he can do is a 20-dart leg, Johnny Clayton. You don't see too many of those at the World Championship.
require 130.
Derails the checkout bid in one dart.
43.
That's the 18th dart he's thrown in this leg mark, and he's still on a 2-dart combination. So the best he can do is a 20-dart leg, Johnny Clayton. You don't see too many of those at the World Championship at the moment, Johnny Clayton.
Spraying darts.
99.
Lennon looking to capitalise. Averages for this set in the low 80s. It's been far from what we expect from these two, but Lennon is in a commanding position.
It's been mediocre at best this set, but it doesn't matter. It will still count one like all the others.
92.
That last dart was a biggie. It leaves double 16 to Steve Lennon, regardless of what Johnny Clayton throws.
134.
To lead again in set, Steve Lennon. Johnny's just got to hope for errors. He's missed 17 darts doubles in the match, Steve Lennon. Looks like a good guide. That has made it slightly awkward. Let's off for Clayton, but he's been less than convincing on tops. He's been chasing round 10s and 5s. Huge moment in this match.
Double 10. Oh. It's scarcely believable.
Steve, you require 16.
A mess this set's been. Lennon needs to hold himself together here. Missed 3 for it already. Looks plenty of room, and now it looks awkward again. He's crawling to the finishing line this set, and Lennon rarely gives you that bit of frustration. Fluffed his lines.
He's missed 13 set darts in the match in sets 1 and 3, Lennon. And Clayton takes the lead. Johnny Clayton takes the lead. Steve Lennon missed chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. And Johnny Clayton, in the end, managed to say thank you very much.
Fourth set, first line, Johnny to first.
Well, how was Johnny? Well, he kind of gifted it back to Lennon, and then Lennon. Well, how was Johnny? Well, he kind of gifted it back to Lennon, and then Lennon put it on a plate for Johnny. Plate for Johnny. That outer ring at the minute. Steve Lennon, Johnny's as well, but he's getting away with it.
that takes the missed darts at double in this match past 50 between the two of them. Double 12 for Lennon. And they keep missing. Well, it's getting to the point where you wouldn't trust either of them to walk up to the board and place it in by hand.
Johnny split this earlier in the match. Going the same route. And hits it and leads. 2 legs away from the next round. The averages in the 80s now. 86.5 Lennon, 88.5 Johnny. Missed darts at doubles is the story of this tie.
27 each, in fact. But when all's said and done, Johnny Clayton is 2-1 up in sets and a leg up in the next, so very close to winning this match.
100.